Hey everybody, it's your girl Angie. Welcome back to Kiss My Cheeks TV. It is time to get into Ready to Love. It feels so good to be back doing my reviews. I've had a really busy week. So reviews are kind of scarce right now, but I did Kamisha's panel this morning. So I said, let me go ahead and get Ready to Love out the way over on my own channel this evening. So last night was reunion part one. I'm not gonna hold you long. There was not much to talk about the first part of this reunion. The whole part one could have gone ahead and hurried up and fast forwarded to part two. Part two looks like where the drama is. Hey Vita, part two looks like where we're gonna get some action, where people might spill a little bit of tea. I don't know. It could all just be the preview. It could all just be the preview. But part one, let's get into it. And you know, we have to start every reunion with talking about a couple of the looks. I didn't dig too hard, so I don't have all the looks, but the ones I could find, let's go. Up first, it seems to be the only couple of the season, Suzanne, Sue Ann, I'll be saying her name wrong, Suzanne and Blake. Actually, a lot is going on already. Love Streets. It went down on Twitter and IG. I don't follow any of these people on Twitter or IG. I don't care. I really don't care. I saw. We'll get to it. We'll get to it because I saw. I only saw one thing, and they weren't even on this season. But as far as the looks are concerned, not my favorite. What I love about this close up picture of them is Suzanne's face looks gorgeous. Her smile is beautiful. I'm not really a fan of the dress. I feel like that dress is at least 5 years old. Like, no, no, ma'am. That's like a pre-pandemic look. But her makeup is pretty. I don't really know what Blake got going on. He got on gray, purple, white, and black, and I'm not a fan of the ankle look. But Blake wasn't the worst look, so hey, there they go. Up next, Jeffrey. I believe this is the DJ, and I gotta, Andre. Jeffrey looks a mess. I like the top half of Jeffrey's dress. I like what she had going on with the beading and the sheer sleeves. I wish she would have kept that beading going all the way down to the ground and gave us a nice little slit up the thigh. That would have been an excellent dress. The white hair, I'm not a fan of it. I know a lot of people in their 20s, 30s, even a couple of these teenagers. Hell, I even know a few people in their 40s love wearing their hair in this all iced out white gray look. I'm not a fan of it. Every time I go to my beautician, and I will say a little brag, you know, I'm 44 and I don't have a single gray hair. And every time I go to my stylist, you know, I just got my fresh braids. I have her take a look. I said, as soon as you see one, we throw on a rinse on it because I don't want to be gray. And I'm thankful I don't have that issue yet. But it's like y'all going out buying gray hair, and I'm sitting up here praying to the good Lord not for a strand to turn yet. So, but hey, she like it. I love it. I mean, I don't like it. I don't like it. And the bottom half of the dress look like you praying for a wedding, like you just praying for somebody to take you down the aisle. DJ, um, the jacket looked too big. I don't even mind the gym shoe with the suit look if the suit was tailored and it fit, but it's not. So I don't like your look. Ugh. I don't like the ankle look either. I don't. Ooh. I like this color on Jeffrey, but I don't like the style of the dress or the wig. I mean, it's a simple bob. I don't. I don't like the white hair. I'm never gonna like it. I'm never gonna like it. Um, this is the best I could get of Tony and Morgan. Morgan, your dress was a beautiful color, but it's over designed. If you would have took those chicken feathers off, because see, we already learned on Drag Race, if you're gonna do a feather, it has to be ostrich, not chicken, not what you found down there at Hobby Lobby to put on your dress. If you can't spring for some coins to get an ostrich feather, leave the feathers off the dress. Your dress would have looked 100 times better without the feathers. It's just overly designed. And I get it. I get it. I'm team too much too. I'm team too much too. But sometimes once you see the final product, I would have told my designer, okay, go ahead and pluck these feathers off. You know, it was cute on the paper. It was cute in my head, but go ahead and pluck these off. And you would have set it off, Morgan, but the feathers threw me. And I mean, Tony looked all right. I mean, for the most part, the men did not look bad, except for the one I forgot to talk, except for Andre. Andre and Lyndon, not Lyndon, but Mark Anthony. Mark Anthony looked the fool sitting up there. I guess it's Miami. He said, I'm gonna give y'all Miami Vice. He done went out and had his whole chest out. I was like, I ain't really want to see it. And he looks like a court jester to me. He looks like he is shucking and jiving for the king, trying to make the king laugh so somebody won't shoot a bow and arrow through his heart. Like Andre just looks a fool. I don't understand why anybody, I don't understand why they brought him back. I don't understand who was attracted to him all season. And we thought the puff was bad, but he got on Jeffrey Capri pants. I ain't I mean, I'm not that fashion forward. I'm not into a suit with capri pants. So it's a no for me. It's a no for me. Mm-mm. But let's move on. A couple more. I got a better picture of Marcia because I'm gonna let Marcia go off. Yes, Andre looked a straight fool. He looked a straight fool, and he acted a straight fool too. But we're gonna get into it. Z, I love the color orange. I think orange looks good on all melanated people. It's not overly designed. It's just an orange dress. I love the natural hair. Her facials is what threw me. I mean, for you to only be on 2 episodes, you had too much attitude. Too much attitude. I mean, but let me stay off of you. Natasha, I expected more. For you to get up here and set it off. I mean, I guess you and Tony coordinated. Now, think about it. Y'all both got on purple. Maybe you and your man coordinated. I don't know. But it's not raining on the inside, girl. This is the time to wear your bust down. Show us your inches. Why you got on this drawstring looking ponytail? Ugh, it's not the look. It's not the look. And when I look at the dress, I'm just wanting you to put on a bra. Sometimes at a certain age, we cannot do the spaghetti straps. And if you are, you have to go ahead and invest in you some of that boob tape and tape them puppies up. I'm disappointed in you, Natasha, because I'm expecting for you to set it off at this reunion, and you ain't got on your set it off dress. I'm sorry. Because if I'm gonna come on the stage and be like, that's been my man the whole time, I'm showing them what y'all was missing on the show. This why he picked me episode 1, because I'm working with all this. I don't see what you're working with, Natasha, but let's move on. Girl Z was spilling tea on Twitter last night. Tell me, because all I heard, I'm gonna get to what she said about Blue, but I wasn't impressed. But tell me some more tea. I want to know. Do I have any more looks? I have this one look of Anthony. I thought Anthony looked amazing. A black tuxedo. You can't go wrong with a tailored, structured, classic black tuxedo. You can't go wrong. Corvea, I feel like we've seen that look on one of the housewives of Miami. Maybe you've been in her closet. I don't know. But I'm not a fan of Corvea's look. Lyndon, Mercedes, I love Johnny. Like Johnny's dress. I said it looked like Johnny was getting ready to tell somebody, nah, I gotta cut you in your pinky toe. That's off of Harlem Nights, Della Reese. It's giving me the throwback, but it's the throwback that I love. Like, what's your name, child? Morgan, turn around and look at Johnny feathers. When we say feathers, though, you spring for the budget. Get you some feathers. I like Jonique until the camera turned to her face. Now her face was beat down to the gods. Hair, top tier hairstyle. but you just had on the wrong shade of foundation. And I saw a little bit on Twitter. They said it's the undertone. You need a neutral undertone because you have on a yellow undertone, and it made you look like a Simpsons character, girl. Your face was the same color yellow as the feathers on your dress. And I get it. And I get it. I used to have that problem too because it took me a long time to get into the neutral undertone, and once I got into it, I will never go back. That neutral makes my skin look like glass. You wouldn't even know I had foundation on. But it took me a long time to get out of that yellow and reddish undertone because I always felt like in the winter people said I look yellow, so I would have that yellow undertone, and in the summer my skin would get red because I would. Girlfriend, go on down to Sephora and have somebody color match you. It'll change your life. But anyway, let's get into the best looks. And that was like I said, I just had Mercedes just have to happen to be on this picture, but Mercedes look good. I like what she did with the silver and the red and blue diamonds. You know, a little bit of America. I love America, but you know, it's cute. Cynthia gave us a nasty split. I'm here for the split on Cynthia, but her jewels look like she got them off Giselle dress, and I wasn't impressed by that. But Marcia shut the reunion down. And if I was Marcia, I would have stood up the whole reunion with my hip out. That first pose with that hip out, I would have told Tommy, I can't sit. My back hurt. I gotta stand. I would have posed that entire reunion because sitting does not do that dress justice. And they said Marcia designed and made her own dress. Girl, I've always liked Marcia's fashions this whole season. Marcia set it off. Future Ready to Lovers, call Marcia. She'll hook you up for your reunion dress because she look good. And that's how you shut down a reunion. You ain't even got to say nothing. Just show up looking like that. Okay, but let's get into the reunion. And like I said, it ain't much to talk about. I got this much on my note paper. Let's get Blake and Suzanne off my screen. Let's go ahead and mark them off the list real quick and real fast in a hurry. They still together. Yes, Marcia dressed like a woman. She dressed like a woman with taste and style. And she said, I'm going to give you body, but I ain't got to put feathers and crystals all over it either. I'm just going to give you a nice red classic sequence and a hip and set it off. Whew, y'all just do too much. Too much. But Blake and Suzanne are still together. They live 10 minutes apart. She got some clothes over his house, but he ain't got no clothes at yours, girl. But that's probably because your kids live with you and his kids just come over to visit. I don't know, girl, but are y'all still together today? Is the question. Put it in the chat. I mean, the reunion was only, 3 weeks after the show. I'm sure y'all made it 3 weeks. But are you still together today? If you are, good luck. If you like it, I love it. Let's get into Andre. You know, Tommy got with Jeffrey and all the men. She was like, all the men wanted you, Jeffrey. And Jeffrey is a beautiful woman. I'm not going to take that from Jeffrey. But what else you got, girl? What else you got to give but your face and your body? Of course, a lot of men are attracted to Jeffrey and wanted to get to know Jeffrey. She's a gorgeous woman. What I don't like is Andre tried to play us for a fool. Now they said, and I got confused because on the panel, some people said Jeffrey never called him. Jeffrey said she never called them. At the end of the day, these two showed up to the park looking the fool that they looked, choosing each other, biblical husbands, my wife, I love the kids, just to get to the reunion and say, after we left that park, we never spoke to each other another day. Now, I don't know who called who, quit calling who, but I will say this, Jeffrey and Andre, the phone both work ways. So, I mean, Jeffrey, he wasn't calling you after 2 or 3 days. Were you calling him? Vice versa. Like, I really don't care. It's giving me very much production told us to kiss in this park because somebody got to make it to the end. Everybody can't choose themselves. We can't have the show be a complete disaster. But see, that's what y'all get for bringing Andre back. Yeah, we would have rolled our eyes at Blake and Suzanne the whole season, but at least they would have kissed in the park and meant it. Now, I don't like that Andre, because Andre, she said after the show, he stopped calling her because of the baby. Yes, because of the baby daddy issue. I don't like how Andre fixed his lips on his TV talking about it's a problem and neither one of your baby daddies want to have nothing to do with you. It's a problem. No, I mean, no. Let me tell you something. Andre, it is a problem. It's a problem with them two men, because I don't care what kind of toxicity Jeffrey may have going on in her life, because I don't know Jeffrey. I don't. All I know is a little bit of personal business, Simone put out there. But her losing her apartments ain't got nothing to do with her losing her men. But you know what? That ain't none of my business. And Jeffrey may not be the perfect girlfriend. Some people like Jeffrey, some people don't. But at the end of the day, I don't care if Jeffrey was the one putting the nair in your hair and it all fell out. Be mad at her. Don't be mad at the children. Those two men that walked out of their children's life are the ones who ain't shit, not Jeffrey. Why don't you go gather them and mentor them, since you love the kids and you down to be stepdaddy? Why don't you go gather some men and figure out why do they feel they can just walk out of their children's life because they upset with the baby mama? And they ain't got to pay no child support. And they ain't got to come do no visits. And they just going to be on Facebook and Instagram posting, oh, that's my little man. But they ain't seen them in 2, 3, 4, 5 years. And they really ain't get the picture. The only way they got the pictures because they grabbed a screenshot. Let me stop. But, and then Jeffrey told you, however many, about 6 episodes ago, when she sat down with Tommy and was like, look, I ain't bringing neither one of my exes up here. They my baby daddies. They ain't shit. They ain't in my kids' life. So why I'm gonna bring them up here to be on TV and they can't even come over here and spend 5 minutes with their kids? No. She told all of you men this 6 TV episodes ago. And you ain't had no problem. Matter of fact, that was the night that y'all became biblical husband and wife. You were so understanding, feeding each other food off of forks. We biblical husbands. But now, 6 episodes later, you got a problem with what she said. I mean, Andre, let's be real. You love being a stepdaddy. The only way you could be a stepdaddy is for a man to not be with the mother of his children and to have walked out of the life. I mean, you can't play stepdaddy with a man living up in the house with his baby mama. But I mean, I guess you rather have a deal with Cynthia toxic ass baby daddy. I mean, he in the kid's life, but you got to deal with his bullshit. I mean, I don't know. Look, Andre, just say you wanted to make it to the end of the show and you wanted to show off your Afro puff for as long as you could. Just say that. And Tommy, production, y'all need to change a formula or two up, because that's what the show is giving the past few seasons. We just want to make it to the end of this. And when we get to the reunion, we'll give y'all a cute reason why we ain't together. Half the time, y'all don't even give a reason. We just ain't talk no more. It didn't work out. But to blame it on the kids, now I know a lot of you are mad at Jeffrey, because Jeffrey said she did not say all. All she said was Black men walk out of their children's lives every day. And if we just break down exactly what she said, she ain't tell a lie. Now, yes, she didn't say all. Some of you all hear all when people just say a category. Now, she could have said all men walk out of their children's life every day. She could have said, some men walk out of their children's lives every day. She could have used a couple of adjectives to explain her thought process, but she at a reunion. She talking fast. She getting her get back out. And she was trying to say these two men ain't shit. And men walk out of their children's lives every day. And that's a fact. That's why the child support court is bagged up 2-3 years and you can't hardly get no appointment and they can't even find your baby. I'm telling my business. They can't even find your baby daddy because they backed up 2 or 3 years, and you can't even because they steadily walking out of the light. Now we know it ain't all. We know there's a lot of black men, a lot of every race and nationality of men who love their children and take care of their children. But Jeffree was trying to make a point to this fool that men walk out of their children's life all the time. She put no name on it, and she didn't say all. You got to fit it because you probably getting ready to walk out of somebody's life next week. We don't know. But let's move on because I'm tired of Andre and Jeffree. I wasn't here for none of these people. And I'm with you, Evita. Jeffree didn't tell a lie. The only reason you got upset is because the truth hurt and you were a man. But like I said, if you got a problem with the lack of fathers in homes, why don't you go out and mentor to a couple of young men so maybe we don't continuously have this cycle going on within the next generation if you just got such an issue with it. And Andre, I better not ever see 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 years from now somebody on Twitter talking about you done walked out of a baby's life. Oh, you better be the best daddy there ever is. But anyway, let's move on. Lyndon has a girlfriend. You know, they gave Lyndon a cute little second segment. I don't care. I'm happy for you, Lyndon. Congratulations. Good luck. Who's next? Corvea comes up and she has to explain about being spoiled. Look, Corvea, we had to make a show. Corvea, you didn't have to explain about what you meant by being spoiled. You require a certain type of attention when you are in a relationship. And you are putting out your requirements on the front end and not on the back. So people don't think they're getting into something that they can't sustain. And if none of these 12, 16, however many men started off this season are interested in spoiling a woman, providing flowers, gifts, you know, catering to her. I'm sure she ain't just say, spoil me and I ain't gonna do shit for you. But she just, I mean, if they don't meet that criteria, girl, you went home quick and you can go find somebody who does. But I don't see anything wrong with a woman, even if y'all consider it gold diggerish or whatever y'all want to call it. I don't see anything wrong with a woman stating what she expects or likes in a relationship up front and a man saying, I can't do that. And okay, we're not wasting each other's time. But all this, I was raised and I ain't have nothing, but now I got doctors in my family, and I don't say it ain't nothing wrong with people spoiling their kids. And like, girl, shut up. Shut up. I miss the Nene Leakes attitude in this world. Girl, stick with till you said what you said. And if you can't afford me, just say so. I would have appreciated that. But all of this, oh, but we just spoil our children and we're so educated now and we want to give our children everything. And I just feel like that's what I meant. Oh, yeah. So now I got clarification. So now I understand. No. She meant what she said. I think she might have got a little public backlash. But, you know, Angie ain't easily offended. Angie ain't easily offended. And I like when people say what they said and meant what they said. So she probably got a little backlash and people probably call her a little gold digger, but I wouldn't give a damn. I said what I said. And if you can't afford me, you can't afford me. Moving on to the next, because there's plenty of women out there who have a standard of income. And if I will stand corrected if I'm wrong. I believe Corvea pulls in a certain income herself. So she just ain't sitting up trying to be somebody's sugar baby. She requires a certain type of income to even deal with you. And if it ain't none of the cast got it, they ain't got it. So I wasn't mad at Corvea talking about she want to be spoiled. What woman don't? And then we get into this lie. Jeffree was messy and told Mark Anthony that Corvea said he tried to kiss her, or was it Lyndon? I get Mark Anthony and Lyndon confused. One of the two tried to kiss her, and she was like, I don't even recall. That was 3-5 months ago. Shit, I was voted off 3rd or 4th. I don't remember. And y'all asses probably did try to kiss her. Lyndon, you tried to kiss everybody else. But anyway, Jeffrey, you messy. You don't went all around, call Suzanne advocate Sue, and you mad at Suzanne. You got the stank look every time Suzanne opened her mouth because she went back and told Blake something. But here you are telling Corvea's whatever Corvea said, because she was like, it said at the round table, so I ain't lying. But I thought the rule this season was what happened at the round table, stay at the round table. I don't even know why we make that a rule. Y'all gonna tell each other the tea. And who cares? Talking about I ain't want to use the save on you because you said I tried to kiss you. Can we, Tommy, his name Tommy, right? Or Tony, whatever his name is. Nephew Tommy, get rid of that damn save. Because all you need is one hating ass bitch, which was Lyndon, talking about who is never gonna be willing to use the save unless they saving somebody that they want to be saved. Because I said it at the very first episode. Go ahead and rewind the go ahead down my timeline and look at the very first or second review when they announced the save. If it ain't for my person, why would I care? They can go home. I only want to use the save if it's my connection. So the save is stupid. And you saw your flaw in it. You saw the one hating ass bitch who refused to use the save, and that was Lindy, and that's why Corvea went home. But anyway, let's get into the Blue Kyla Z situation. So Blue was out there, and I guess at one moment Blue had a little issue with Janique. And Janique was looking good in her dress, but I couldn't get past the foundation. But girlfriend, you'll get that corrected once you see yourself on TV, I'm sure. But Janique was mad at Blue because Blue told her Blue wouldn't use the save on Janique. Everybody was like, Blue was the holdup for saving Janique. But once she went home, he called her and was like, okay, go ahead and date me now that you off the show and ain't got to worry about these other men. I don't care nothing about that. Girl, you ain't missing on nothing. And Blue is with the feds right now. So ain't nobody should be worried about Blue right now. But anyway, they go through all that drama with Blue and Janique and the save just for him to be like, well, I got a girlfriend. Kayla got a whole segment that I fast forward through because why I care about what Kayla went through last season. So you know I hit a fast forward this season. But Kayla strutted on out, and I said it before, the best part of Kayla strut out onto the stage was Jeffrey scooting her ass over. Like, don't every man up here don't want you, Jeffrey. Go ahead and move over. This man got a girlfriend. Maybe. Allegedly. I don't know. The whole time Kayla and Blue were explaining their relationship. Oh, we've been together 3 months and this and that. And oh, she sleep on the same side of the bed the cat sleep on. Whatever they was talking about. Z's face. Where is the picture? Z's face was chopped and screwed. I ain't put the picture on my slides, but she was looking like, well, I mean, if I tell her what you told me 2 weeks ago, she wouldn't be looking too happy to be with you. And the whole time I'm like, girl, well, tell it. This is the reunion. What you sitting up here looking screw face for? Tell it. This your opportunity. Like, you don't put the shit on the Instagram and the Twitter. I don't follow you. So I don't care. Tell it at the reunion. Now, what Z said that Blue called her a week before the reunion and wanted to have a fake relationship. So when he comes back on the show, it would seem like he found love somewhere and he just ain't, running. Like, I don't understand why if you did some shit with the PPPs and you did a little bit of federal fraud, why you got your ass on the TV screen anyway? I don't know. I would have sat my ass down at home, minding my business. But you want to be on the TV and flaunt and whatever, because you ain't even do nothing on the TV. But anyway, Blue asked her to say they were in a relationship at the reunion. Yeah, just say that. Like, I would expose his ass. Like, oh, Kayla, your girlfriend this week. Well, last week you was asking me to be your girlfriend on the show, so I guess Kayla said yes. That I would have busted his ass clear out on national television when the cameras were rolling, not on the Twitter, hoping somebody tell Angie in a DM, because I like I said, I don't follow none of y'all. I don't care. I would have. Blue looked nice in his suit. He did look nice in his suit. Too bad he going to jail for them PPP. Kamisha said he already got the 24 months. I'm like, damn, they done picked you up and sentenced you in a day. You got one of them no-show sentences. I don't know. Again, I'm not that inch. Like, I hear the tea from Kamisha and Mod when they talk about it on their channel and they tweet about it, or, you know, put it up on Instagram. I get a little bit of the tea, but I'm not. Biden told y'all asses a long time ago. He said, yeah, I ain't got time to get all y'all PPP asses right now, but don't get too comfortable. I'm still coming for my PPP money. Biden told y'all asses a long time ago. We got to deal with this pandemic right now and get a couple of, he trying to give us our student loan forgiveness, all of that. But Biden told y'all he ain't forgot about the PPP. Blue, I don't know why you brought your ass on the television screen. But anyway, I'm sorry, but who cares? If you ain't going to spill the tea on the reunion, keep it to yourself. That's how I feel. Since she refused, I guess he got Kayla to do it, so the relationship has to be fake. I think the relationship is fake. They didn't have any chemistry. He didn't look at her any kind of way. The men in the back look more excited to see Kayla than Blue did. I mean, she really ain't want to sit by him. Kamisha said that he begged her to go. She really ain't want to go. But then I saw on Twitter somebody else said, because I saw the little beef between Brandy and Kayla. Don't care. Y'all were last season. Go ahead and meet up in person and fight. We don't care. And I think somebody was saying Kayla has some kind of product endorsement that dropped the same night of the reunion, so that's why she showed up to get her name out there, as she should. How else she gonna sell some products? That's the way of 2023. Get involved in a little bit of mess, get your name trending, go to my Instagram, buy my product. That's 2023. So I don't care. Good luck on whatever you had done. I ain't look at Kayla that much to even notice her makeup. I really didn't. I didn't care. I probably could have fast forward. I was looking more at Z, wondering why her face was so twisted. Like, I was looking more at Z. But who's last? Is that it on my list? Because I talked about everything. Oh, Tony and Morgan. I feel like I'm gonna talk more about Tony and Morgan next week when they really get into it. You know, they talked about their dating and the whole thing, and he didn't really mean what he said about if Marcia was still here, you could have her and all of that. I don't care. They got to talking and I will destroy you. You are a monster. Like, I don't want to call you a bitch, Morgan, so I'm going to check myself. I don't want to call nobody out their name. But girl, spill it. If you're going to destroy him, get to destroying. Let me see the destruction. Put it all out on the table. All that running off the screen. You should have talked to me 6 weeks ago when I wanted to talk to you. Girl, save it. Save it for you when you get in the car. Destroy him. Am I frozen? Oh my God. It's getting ready to rain, y'all. Am I frozen? Put it in the chat. Okay, I'm back. I think I was frozen for a second. But my point was, destroy him and move on. Because that's all I'm watching for. I'm looking for the tea. I'm looking for the drama because you ain't give us no love. Yeah, somebody said they both toxic. They are both toxic. I think Tony said it. We who cares? And I don't see how anybody's attracted to Tony. The way he talked to Morgan, his whole reunion was disrespectful and aggressive. And I would have issue wanting to be with a man who is shows that type of aggression on television. Because if he talks to you and acts like this on TV, I can only imagine how he talks to you and acts when the cameras are off. But like I said, get to the Natasha part of it all. Bring Natasha out. I want to know, because y'all noticed when Morgan said, and we continued to date after the show, the shady cameraman went right to Natasha back screen, and she was like, "Oh, they did. Oh." I was like, "Oh yeah, girl. Oh yeah, they were dating." I know I'm not really an interviewer because I don't feel like I have any tact. I'm gonna ask what I want to ask and say what I want to say. And people who interview look for, don't want to be destroyed when they come to your channel. But I would love to talk to Natasha, because the only question I want to know is, what did you think this man was on TV doing? Yeah, you told him to date, stay on the show, whatever. I don't understand how you so in your feelings when the man that you say you're dating, not officially, like y'all weren't exclusive, but you were dating. What did you think he was doing all the way to the last episode? I really want to know that from Natasha. Like, what do you think he was on a show called Ready to Love to the last episode? Who did you think he had to be with somebody? Do you just have beef with Morgan? Would you not be as surprised if it was Marcia? Like, I don't get it. I don't know. Doesn't Kamisha have an interview with Tony coming up? I want to hear his side of the story. I think Tony did an interview with Simone on Ages and Stages. I need to go listen to that. I might listen to it Monday while I'm at work and do a recap of his side of the story, since I did a recap of, I don't forgot her name, Natasha's side of the story. And somebody go ahead and get Morgan's side, because it's so many sides to this story. I want somebody to tell all the tea. The show is off. If Jeffrey was the messy one, telling all the parties what everybody was doing on and off the show, I want to know. Or say the drama for your mama, because I don't care. Okay, let me wrap this up. I was supposed to be on my other show 10 minutes ago. I don't know why I do this to myself, because I know I talk too much. And then I'll be late for the next show. They're both toxic. She said, you're a monster. Okay, you want to. Y'all looking at the mirror at each other. But look how she's acting. I was just getting ready to say that. Evita, they both a monster. She's still going in on Marcia. Marcia, poke your hip out. See, she jealous because of how good you look in that dress, and she look a fool with them green ass chicken feathers on. But whatever. But let me go, y'all, because I have another show. It's time for me to get into Ostella. If y'all care anything about the challenge or Survivor 44, go ahead and click over. I'm about to shut this off and shut that on, or turn that on. And I was late. I was supposed to do Ostella last night, so I know people are waiting, and I don't want them to think I canceled out on them again. No, but that's the reunion part one. I gave it 30 minutes too much. I thought I was gonna give them a cute little 10-minute video and move on. But next week gonna be good. I'm gonna take some good notes next week, because I want to get all into all of this Tasha Marcia drama. And why are Cynthia and Anthony? I don't know why I'm asking myself this question. Cynthia and Anthony are equal to Andre and Jeffrey. Production says somebody got a kiss at the end of this. Them two people, they ain't still together. And let's move on. Okay, y'all. Like, comment, share. My subscriber number is going up and up and up. I am so close to the 1,000. If you haven't subscribed, but you like the content, please go ahead and subscribe. I got some good stuff coming up. All the good shows getting ready to come back. We got, what's coming back? Roa coming back. We getting into this summer house with all Black people, and me and Ebby gonna review that together. And then Bell Collective, they done already put that the Bells are coming back in May too. So May is getting ready to be a hot popping month for some reviews. We're gonna have a good time. So go ahead and hit subscribe. I'm really trying to get to 1,000, and I'm gonna have me 1,000 party. I'm gonna have a huge YouTube party once I hit 1,000. So I'm almost there. So subscribe, share the content so your friends can get to see it as well. And I'll see y'all over at Ostella in 30 seconds. Have a good night, y'all. Bye.